On January 22nd, the University of Tennessee's men's tennis team hosted the number 15th ranked Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. This was the first ranked matchup for the young Volunteers, and thanks to a vibrant home crowd and some stingy home court defense, the Volunteers were able to pull out a 5-2 team victory over the 15th ranked Yellow Jackets. The Volunteers started off hot against Georgia Tech, winning 2 out of the first 3 doubles matches of the evening. It was the beginning of a very long trend that would continue for the young Volunteers team. The Vols carried this momentum into the singles matches. Despite only having one returning starter from last season and showcasing 3 freshmen, the Vols were able to show poise and grit as they continued on through the afternoon. One of those victories came from the Vols' lone returning starter, junior Edward Jones. Jones was able to roll over his opponent after narrowly winning the first set 7-6. He then cruised to a 6-1 second set victory over his Georgia Tech opponent on court 5. However, if the Vols wanted any chance of victory, they were going to need strong performances from their 3 freshmen, Brandon Fickey, Hunter Reese, and Michael Labidas. The Vols season is still young and their success is yet to be determined, but on this afternoon, the 3 young men came through bright for the Big Orange. Brandon Fickey was able to win in decisive fashion. He won a quick 2-set victory, which also extended his home winning streak for the season to 3-0. Freshman Hunter Reese was also able to notch a victory today. This one was especially sweet for him because it was the first victory of his young career after losing his first 2 dual matches of the season. It was also sweet because he did it in such heroic fashion. Reese fell down in the first set 4-6 but came storming back to win the next 2. His victory gave the Vols an early 3-0 lead in the team battle against Georgia Tech. The last heroic freshman performance came from Tennessee's Michael Labidas. Labidas went head-to-head with Georgia Tech's 9th-ranked Kevin King in a matchup that proved to be the evening's most intense. Labidas ultimately lost the matchup in a 3rd-set tiebreaker, despite having the opportunity to serve for the match twice. The only other victory from the Volunteers came from sophomore Jared Chaplin. Chaplin was also able to notch a victory after falling behind early in the first set, losing 4-6. However, he also came storming back in comeback fashion to give the Volunteers the victory. Coach Sam Winterbotham said this was a great win for his young Volunteers, and hopefully will be a building block for the rest of the season to come, so the freshmen can establish that winning mentality it's going to take to bear the entire season and hopefully make a run in the NCAA championships.